Hi, I'm Shelby Chalberg. I am a property manager here at Sacramento Delta Property Management, and I am over at the Florent office. I've been in the industry for about 5 years now. Take it away.
Hi, I'm Keisha Jenkins, and I'm a property manager here with Sacramento Delta Property Management, and I've been with the company for 13 years.
And I'm Carissa Graham. I'm the Vice President here at the Auburn Boulevard office, and I've been here 13 years. Today, we're going to talk about what to look for when choosing a property management company.
That's a good one.
I think the biggest thing that you need to address is what your needs are and what kind of property that you have. Multifamily and single family are two very different types of management. A lot of people that have apartment complexes, they have on-site managers which are not required to be licensed, whereas we, as single-family home that are representing more than one owner, we do have to be licensed real estate agents. So every one of our property managers does hold a California license to sell real estate if we wanted to.
You can see.
Yep, we have lots of licenses hanging, but that is the biggest thing, is what are your needs as far as your property goes, and what company is going to help you kind of execute that the best.
Right.
There's a couple other things that are really important when it comes to choosing a property management company, like transparency, which we've kind of addressed in other blogs. Just being 100% transparent with your owner, not upcharging things, giving them all of the invoices, statements on a regular basis, not hiding fees, things like that, and just communicating and being very open as far as the communication with the owner, so that they know what's going on with their property.
Right. And then making sure that all of the property managers that you're interviewing for services, that they're up to date on all of the current local laws as well as the federal and the state laws as well. So that'll protect you as a homeowner, having a property manager that knows what the laws are.
Yeah, I don't have anything to add to that because they've said everything. So.
Well, one of the unique things about Sacramento Delta Property Management, with our local NARPM chapter, which is the National Association of Residential Property Managers, it's a tongueful, but SAC NARPM, we actually hold quite a few positions on the board of directors, our employees directly. So about a big chunk of the board of our local chapter is made up of our employees, which is really great because we're always up to date on the current legislation. Just recently we had rent control pass in the city, and we're kind of the go-to, and we know a little bit more than a lot of other agents.
Yeah, and that's where I chime in that, because actually I do hold a position on the board. I'm the education chair, which allows me to be able to garnish all of the information regarding local, state, and federal laws that have an impact on how we do our job for our clients, to be able to inform them of these changes that are happening ahead of time so that they can make the best decision for them with regards to their property on how to proceed. That's a great job to hold because I love educating people on property management. And that's a big incentive for our clients, for us to be in the know above everybody else. So,
And even just in the past, with residential property management, the laws and the codes change on an annual basis.
Right.
Just a couple years ago, they required smoke detectors to be in every bedroom. A couple years before that, it was carbon monoxide detectors in the hallway.
Right.
Now it's, they don't manufacture mini blinds that have strings on them anymore. So there's constant changes within the market. A garage door doesn't need to have a self-closing opener if it's installed before 1994, but who would know that aside from property managers that deal with that on a regular basis?
Absolutely.
So being up to date on education and actually having an agent that looks into your best interest as far as longevity for your property and the legal rights of their tenants, the owners, I think that's really important. And we always start by giving the owner and the tenant a document that tells them, informs them what their rights are as a tenant and as an owner.
Exactly.
Another local law.
Local ordinance.
Exactly. We've got tons.
Bed bugs. Mold, asbestos, every year it's something different. So
I think it was flooding, the
flood disclosures.
Flood disclosures. We have all kinds of things.
But
exactly.
Rental agreements, and that's the other thing when choosing a management company, is you want to make sure that they have a flawless rental agreement, because especially if you have a tenant that's already in place and you're just choosing a management company to take over, redo your rental agreement and update it, because even on an annual basis, it's not a bad idea, because there's new clauses that get entered into our rental agreement on a regular basis.
Yeah.
So it's important to keep up to date on what's going on with politics in the rental market and what things are changing, because that does affect the market also for our owners.
It does.
So.
And then Sacramento Delta is a CRMC, which is a certified residential management company with NARPM.
Yeah.
And so that's a highly coveted designation.
Exactly.
We have to go through stringent audits and things to be able to get that designation.
Yeah.
And then it's our broker, Ted, he is a master property manager. So that's required to also get that designation. So it's highly coveted, and there's only a handful across the country that get that designation.
And what is unique to Sac Delta that I appreciate and why I chose to work here actually is that education is important. And we do get incentives for continuing our education. I'm working on my RMP right now.
So am I.
Me too.
And
all three of us.
All of us are working towards a higher goal. So you can never stop learning. In this industry, there's always something that you can benefit from and share with your peers and your colleagues, and that's why we have a really good team here, is that we bounce a lot of ideas off of each other.
Having that is like being the doctor with the MD behind it. So
it is.
You're professionals with a designation.
We got acronyms.
Exactly. 4 days.
So it is important to make sure that you know who you're working with. You want to have a good relationship, because ultimately your property manager is the one that's looking out for your investment. Probably the biggest investment that you'll ever make.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
thanks.
You're welcome.
See ya.